taxed on that. You get taxed on like capital gains. You get taxed if you like earn money on stuff. Yeah. Anytime you earn money on anything, yes. Yeah. Yeah, basically in the United States, if anything you do earns you money, you get taxed on it. Sometimes you get taxed when you buy it, and then when you sell it too. Yeah, it's it is what it is. Yeah, if money is gifted, you have to claim it. I mean, really, if anything exchanges hands in any way, it costs money. In one way or another. Oh, this is the gate.
So that's what it was for. Yay.
Where to now?
Just down this way.
But yeah, typically things are you either pay taxes now or later. Kind of just depends.
So, James. 3 years. That's a long time. What will you tell her when you find her?
That
Which is why we don't want a 100% digital money society, because the government can suck a dick instead of our pockets. The digital money thing is like
3 years is a long time.
You thought April is a tax month? So yeah, so so April 15th is typically the day that taxes are due. And when taxes are due, it means you're basically like coming to terms with the like lump sum you owe the government due to like all these things, like earning money and stuff like that. But you do get like taxed like along the way for certain things too. So like when I get paid, like my check, a certain amount of it goes to the government and I get to keep a certain amount of it, but then there's like income tax on top of that, and taxes are wild. This is why you can make like a pretty good living just on like being a tax accountant, because it's simple enough to do your own taxes, but the second that like you start owning stuff and like having investments and stuff, it gets a little bit more complicated. It doesn't mean you still can't do your taxes and like yourself and stuff, and like, you know, good on you if you can do your own taxes, but it is a pain in the butt. Your accountant has a vacation home on the beach. Yeah.
This should not be here.
Yeah, I've had someone do my taxes for
it is
for a while now.
So, what now?
Now we look for another way.
Yeah. So, oh god, here's me trying to remember how income tax works. But yeah, so you pay a certain amount of in taxes that come out of your paycheck, and then depending on how you file, more might come out later, or the government might owe you money. I wish I understood why. Yeah, because there's a certain amount that comes out of your like the actual check you get. So if you get $1 on your paycheck, the state has some that they take, the federal government has some that they take, and then depending on how you file, You might owe more on top of that, or the government might owe you money, just depending on like how you filed initially. Now, if you ask me why any of this is a thing, I could not even begin to tell you. I could probably look it up, but holy crap, I do not know. Let's see here. Well, I'm glad you are not involved in this at all. This seems wrong what I just did, but that's fine. But yeah, I definitely do not know tax laws. This seems like, oh, no, there's a door. Oh, there's the thing, though. Oh, you're, okay. I was not ready for that.
Over there.
Oh, God. You know, I will say that section of the game was extremely well constructed. Because I more or less did it while thinking about how taxes work. If you can design a running segment in a video game where I can like think about taxes and somehow navigate it, that's pretty good. A+. I can claim expenses since I am a business, and let's say I claim 30K in expenses, now I owe taxes only on 70. And I'll owe... Yeah. I mean, there's like a theoretical world in which I, like as an example, I could claim everything I do on this stream as like... It gets like harder and harder to claim stuff like that, though. Because especially, like, I stream for fun, not for making money, and it's like a break-even at best thing. And I would have to, like, be able to prove that I have designated space to just this work and not my personal life, which is not the case. Like, if I had a streaming room that I only streamed in and nothing else, I could theoretically prove that this was a business expense. Like the computer and stuff, but that's not the case. And then you get into the world of itemizing things, and yeah. Yeah. Cleavage of holding. Yeah. This character is like... Yeah, they take out a streaming too. So yeah, I pay taxes on stream technically, though it is so little that it's technically streaming in the United States is considered getting paid for royalties, I think. Like, I'm a consultant for Amazon, and I get paid for royalties, which is like interesting. The level of grime here, I mean, this is the only reason why, like, I don't know that I'd play the original, is I think the addition of like the environment, like the environmental like graphic stuff, is pretty interesting. Well, hello, your Majesty. No, royalties like in royalties as in like getting paid for an appearance is what that is. Not getting paid for, like, it's like me licensing my likeness. That's maybe what the logic is. I don't know. I'd have to like look it up. Fergamich, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. 8 months. And the Prime sub. But even that, like, I don't know how that works. Like how Prime, I don't know. I this is one of those things where like because I do it for fun and it's for fun and that's my whole goal with it. I don't really think about all that stuff too much. But yeah, there's like a tax form you get at the end of the year from Twitch that's like, here's your lump sum of royalties. Oh, come on. Yeah, the beard, the pilgrimage beard. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like to grow a beard. Ready to kill it. It's like a 12 or an A2. I always like when I play a game like this. And this is like what a sheet of paper in my life looks like. And I'll sometimes go back and look at these and just be like, I don't know what this is or why. Where it's like, what is that word? That word looks like I wrote down poop. Poop something. That's not what that word is, but I don't know what that word I wrote is. It does look like poop higher. This looks like it says poop higher. I don't know what that says. Poop. That's not. So the thing is this is not poop, because it's related to this game somehow. And it had to do with a puzzle. But yeah, that's. Yeah, like this looks like I've written down someone to dress. But this is a part in this game that if I look at this notebook like a year from now, I'll be like, do I know this person? Why did I write down that address? I'm gonna write down A2, but I'm also gonna write down 12. And it looks like we are playing Hunger Games. I still have not made a sound effect for that. I went through the trouble of downloading clips and did not do anything with them. All right, so we're gonna do some Hunger Games. Put music back on. If I closed down the server, I think. All right, let's get the server back up. Yeah, I'll never figure out what I wrote. I have like notebooks that are just full of like, so back when I used to run like tabletop RPGs and stuff a lot, I have just notebook after notebook filled with like turn orders, lore, just nonsense that if I ever go back and read those notebooks, it's baffling. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, localhost 3000. All right, we'll get the thing back going. Liquid chocolate? like wait, what does that mean? Like chocolate milk or hot chocolate? All right, so we're playing the Rude Learning Book Games, which I think has people moshing. I don't know what that is. If you want to join, exclamation mark JOIN. It looks a little something like that. As well, I was like, okay, do you mean Nestle Quick or like Hershey's syrup? Is that what that is? You are joining the Hunger Games, or the Rude Learning Book Games. It is a mostly automated Hunger Games style game where you'll collect items, hide, but really like your involvement is at this point hoping that you don't die. But if you do die, or if you're not playing the game, if you're not actively in it, you can curse and aid players using these commands here. But yeah, it's largely automated and random. I wrote the code for this game, actually. That's why I was like starting a server. I had to write the code for this server. What about like super rich like French hot chocolate, where it's not very sweet and it's basically like a bar of chocolate melted. I think I'm on the big screen. All right. I gotta prove my worth. I think this song played earlier, but I kind of want to listen to it again. You love that stuff? Yeah, I don't really like milk chocolate. But give me like super dark chocolate. All right, let's get started. All right, so we got UB1, we got myself, we got Steven, we got Zesty Piggy, we got Herbs Realm, we got Robotnim, we got Cheddar Goblin, we got Vin Diesel. Day one starts. UB1 hides by creating cover with broken branches. I spin the turn, getting natured. Steven finds a Hitmonlee, which hits for 4. Zesty Piggy finds an Oddish, which hits for 2. Herbs Realm hides by hiding in a ditch covered with leaves. Robotnim spends the turn, getting natured. Cheddar Goblin meets Ordinary Greg, who swears to hunt down Vin Diesel and Greg them hard. Greg does indeed find Vin Diesel and hits them for 5 damage with their fists. Back at him with a that is Ordinary Greg getting attacked by Vin Diesel for 1 damage. Ordinary Greg comes back at Vin Diesel with Greg's fist and deals a critical hit, 15 damage, and Vin Diesel has died and does not resurrect. Cannon fire and the tradition of Hunger Games for Vin Diesel. Round 2, day 2 starts if you want to curse or aid. Super dark chocolate. Yeah, like 90% to 100%. I like it super bitter. Love cacao the most. Warm sipping chocolate. Yeah, I mostly just don't like... Yeah, Greg is like Doom, yeah. You can't aid yourself because you can't aid or curse when you're in the game. So like if, for instance, if I died, I could curse like Zesty or aid Zesty. But when you're in, so like Vin Diesel, if Vin Diesel was a real, or Vin Diesel's a real person, but if Vin Diesel was a real Twitch user, Vin Diesel at this point could curse or aid. All right, so day 2 starts now with UB1 finds a Ninetales, which hits for 4. Herbs Realm finds a Geodude, which hits for 2. Cheddar Goblin finds a Meowth, which hits for 2. Steven attacks Robotnik with Hitmonlee, dealing 4 damage. Robotnik coming back with Fist, dealing only 1, though Steven has a Hitmonlee who can easily deal 4 damage. It is back to Fists and Fist. Steven taking 1 damage and Steven managing to flee. Zesty Piggy attacks Steven, getting revenge on Robotnik with an Oddish, dealing 2 damage, but Steven managed to flee from that situation as well. I find a Pincer, which hits for 4. Robotnik finds a Ration, which heals for 2. I read those in the wrong order. So, let me get rid of this. We're down to only one dead, and that is Vin Diesel. Day 3 begins now with UB1 attacking me with a nine tails and missing. I come back with a pincer and it is a critical hit for 12 damage. UB1 Kenobi has died at the hands of a pincer, and I loot. Oh no. I loot the nine tails, though. Guess what? UB1 has been resurrected back from the dead. Or did I kill them in the first place? Sounds like a not. No cannon fire for UB1 as UB1 is alive. Back at 10 out of 10 health. UB1, will you make it past day 5? We'll see. Zesty Piggy attacks Cheddar Goblin with an Oddish. Cheddar Goblin taking 2 damage. Zesty Piggy discards Oddish, and Cheddar Goblin comes back with a Meowth, dealing 2 damage, but Zesty Piggy manages to flee. Herb's Realm attacks Steven with a Geodude, dealing 2 damage. Steven attacks back with fists because they don't have weapons. Herb's Realm attacks back with the Geodude, but has to discard it after doing 2 damage, and Steven manages to flee again. Cheddar Goblin attacks me with a Meowth, dealing 2 damage. Cheddar Goblin discarding Meowth, and I attack with the Pincer. And Cheddar Goblin takes 4 damage. Pincer is out of the question, or out of the scenario. And Cheddar Goblin flees. Apparently I flee directly into Zesty Piggy, who I attack with a nine tails, takes 2 damage. Oh no. I attack with, discard the nine tails, and Zesty hits back with fist and does critical damage, dealing 3. It's back with fists, and Zesty takes 1. It's a fist fight again, and I deal 1, but attack back, and it's a critical from Matnum, myself, and Zesty takes 3 damage. Zesty Piggy does not resurrect. Cannon fire for Zesty Piggy. Steven finds a tentacle, and Robotnik heals using their ration, getting 2 HP back. We are down a Zesty Piggy. Health is not looking great, though UB1 having resurrected is full health. The rest, Herb's Realm also 9 out of 10, doing pretty well. Cheddar Goblin 4 out of 10. Matnum 3 out of 10, 2 kills to me, 2 out of 10 for Steven, and a weapon, which for the rest of us bodes poorly. Robotnik 3 out of 10. So yeah, now's the time to curse. So as you see, Zesty Piggy being a exemplary citizen of the world, cursing and aiding UB, cursing UB1 and then aiding UB1, strategically cursing nothing, and then aiding to give an item. But Zesty Piggy is the only one who can do those things. Day 3 has ended. We start with day 4. On your mark, get set, go. Day 4 starts with UB1 finding a Tentacruel, Herb's Realm finding a Bandage Roll, Cheddar Goblin finding a Hitmonchan, Robotnik witnessing a Dragonfly skimming across the surface of a pond and healing for 2. I find Nightmare Crusade's dog, Gracie, which hits for 6. Steven attacking Herb's Realm with a Tentacle and dealing 2 damage. Herb's Realm managing to flee. The turn ends with Steven 2 out of 10, Robotnik 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10 for Cheddar Goblin, 7 out of 10 for Herb's Realm, UB1, 10 out of 10, healing item and a weapon. Herb's Realm with a healing item, a weapon for Steven and Cheddar Goblin. I am dead. Did I give a cannon fire for myself? Wait, how did I die? How did I die? I died somehow. I don't remember that happening, but I don't know. We'll see if that's true. We'll see if that's true. Yeah. All right. Let's see if I can aid. Wait, who's got the least amount of health? Let's aid Steven. Let's see if it lets me do it. If it lets me do it, I for sure died. Ooh. I died. I don't know how, but I did. Fair enough. All right. Steven's got a spear. UB1 now has Vin Diesel's wrench from the Fast and Furious series. And day 5 begins. Yeah, I'm still dead. I'm going to have to go back and see how I died. UB1 attacks Steven with a tentacle, but misses Steven and coming back. Oh, wait. Tentacle first. Tentacle from Steven, dealing the 2 damage. Tentacle can no longer be used, but UB1 coming back the tentacruel, dealing 4 damage, and Steven is dead, looting off the corpse. A splintered spear. Cannon fire for Steven. Mystery death. At least it happened to me. I'm good with that. Herbs Realm healing with the bandage for 2. Robotnim witnessing crystal clear reflection of the sky on still water. Healing for 2. Cheddar Goblin attacking Herbs Realm with Hitmonchan, dealing 4 damage. Cheddar Goblin discards. Herbs Realm manages to flee. We end the turn with UB1 Herbs Realm, Robotnim, Cheddar Goblin, the final 4. And we're going to do some voting here. Wait, who won the previously one? Oh, Herbs Realm won. Okay, good. I remembered. All right. If you are of the gambling type, we're going to start a prediction of who will win. You know what I can do? I can just copy these names, and this will make it so much easier than typing them. Robotnim. Oh man, it's so much easier. All right, 2 minutes on the clock. If you would like to do some gambling, you can throw some channel points on who will win with UB1, Herbs Realm, Robotnim, and Cheddar Goblin. 2 minutes on the clock. You're gonna maintain your title. You know what? I should have like a crown for the. There's so many like features I could do. Should I implement a database on this? I could do like a SQLite database or something, like something simple like that, and just keep track. First things first, I have to fix like the mystery death. Mystery death. All right. Cursing and aiding. So Steven curses UB1, dealing some damage to the Vin's wrench. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with aiding Herbs Realm. And let's curse.
Ads in 5 seconds.
There's no one to curse who has items. Who's an NPC. Is that 3 minutes of ads? Wish I had a glass of water. We'll, you know what we're going to do? We're going to hold for ads. I'm going to go grab some water. I'll be right back. Yeah, 9 ads. Sun came up on day 6. I know. And you have 2 weapons, 1 healing item. That's pretty good. The most health too. Oh my gosh. I forgot to bring water into the room. It's brutal. I kind of wish I understand why they don't, but I kind of wish there was an option on Twitch to just not have ads. Like you could just opt out and say like, I don't want the like, whatever. Because there's like a certain point where it like doesn't really make sense to have ads at all. But the alternative is you have ads at the beginning when anyone joins, which is not great because if you join and you like aren't subbed, the first thing you do is get hit by ads. It's like a weird, like, I get why they have ads, but at the same time, it kind of sucks. Especially like, who will pay for the infrastructure? Well, yeah, it's true. The 50-50 split, I think. But it is true. There are streamers who essentially cost Twitch more money. They come on the side for you?